Sean, so great to have you out here once again,
Goody.
and welcome to the Lions family.
Thank you.
And I'm so blessed to hear about the story of people who don't know. Sean actually is legally blind, but that doesn't prevent him from doing anything at all with vision. He might have lost his sight, but not his vision, and that's great. And we are so blessed and proud to have you in our Lions little den. Yeah.
By the way, that wasn't script. Like that was, I'm so genuinely touched because we talked about, we're going to do a little video on something. I had no idea you were going to say that.
No, absolutely. Why not? Why not? I need to recognize that right up front,
And
so
I'm
people
honored.
know that he cannot see my 5 fingers up here, and maybe on the side you can see a little bit
over there, yeah.
from the periphery.
Yeah.
And I'm a doctor, so I understand what these problems are. But there's not much. But you're still having a very successful law practice, and you have many lawyers working for you on the East Coast, and
Well, actually,
4 states actually.
Well, yeah, we're in New York, New Jersey, Florida, Texas, and Arizona.
Yeah.
And one of our outcomes is to expand to 5 additional states. But we're doing work in California right now on a couple of big cases, including we're suing Facebook. So that's pretty significant and exciting as well.
No, that's great. So what you want to do is you want to bring some of the expansion, growth, business mindsets, and you call it a mastermind, to give it to our other plants, right? And in a structured manner, so that people feel safe. There's no selling going on. And I hear that everybody can come and participate and pitch also. No greater than 15 minutes per person, and preferably different industries or different perspectives in the same industry. Real estate could be different perspectives. And you want to come and do that. So I have this wonderful place in Beverly Hills, which was inspired by Tony Robbins, and the largest Indian restaurant of Los Angeles. And it has a large banquet hall. So in that we will have all the plats come over on the pre-UPW Tuesday and Wednesday.
Of March 12th and 13th.
March 12th and 13th, so that UPW can start on 14th, and you can just come a day or two early all the way to Los Angeles and enjoy 2 days of not only learning, but also interacting, teaching, and then maybe create some business relationships in a safe haven with kind of a genuine integrity of each other. Otherwise you come, you attend, you know your neighbors as Sean or as Puneet, but you don't really know them properly. Is that the whole idea?
That is the whole idea, and it's amazing. And the name of your amazing restaurant is?
Spice Affair. Spice Affair in Beverly Hills. It's on La Cienega and Wilshire Boulevard, very close to Cedars-Sinai Hospital. And in the evening, if you cannot make it to these 2 brilliant days that he's going to tell you about, then come the evening before UPW, and there's going to be a reception with a conversation on stem cells, which I will deliver myself, along with 4 of my other physician colleagues.
But and that's amazing, and we had some awesome conversations about that. But you've done something truly incredible, Puneet, which I am unbelievably thankful for, which is you have a special guest that you've been able to secure the attendance of.
Oh yeah, Jay Abraham is coming. So if you want to not miss Jay Abraham, the great mastermind, the marketing genius, the $1.8 billion man, 11.8 billion man, Jay Abraham, who comes only on special plat events, then come over. All the plats, you're invited. I think you're allowing them to bring guests also.
Yeah, and what I want to share is, that this is not my event, right? So
you're just organizing.
I'm facilitating it. I'm going to be emceeing along with Chris Crone. But the purpose of this event, I will sell nothing, right? Is, you said inspired by Tony Robbins, your restaurant. Tony inspired me 21 years ago in my 20s to start my own law firm. And I learned about accelerated business development. And one of my great hacks and disruptions in life is disrupting the word and concept of networking. I was involved in a networking organization, and I was broke. I was $100,000 in debt in my late 20s. I was trying to start my own law firm, so I was inspired by Tony. And I realized that I was going to drown and die if I kept going to networking events with the way they were conducted. So I created a very different learning through the work of Jay Abraham, of Tony Robbins. I am not joking. Like, this is amazing that Jay is coming. He's another person that had taught me so much. Napoleon Hill, Dale Carnegie, and others. And so the idea is to create the format that worked for me, and to bring that forward. It's not a content-driven thing. So the idea isn't to listen to me talk. In fact, I'm not even going to be talking other than facilitating. The idea is to facilitate interaction amongst everyone to see who can do business together and to create a super safe environment. And if it's not that, I'm putting this out there boldly, tell me that I lied, right? Don't talk to me. Never come to something that I put my name on again, ever, if it's just some regular networking function. It's going to be disruptive to the concept. an accelerated format, tremendous value for everybody, not because you're listening, because you're participating, interacting, and doing business with each other. That's the idea.
And it'll start at what time on Tuesday?
We're going to start 9 a.m. on the Tuesday, and they're going to be long days, but again, nobody will be sitting and listening for more than 15 minutes, except to Jay Abraham, Siri Lindley, amazing inspirational speaker that takes the stage for Tony, but delivering a very different message than typical, as well as two-time Super Bowl winner David Deal from the New York Giants. They'll each have presentation time, and other topics will be discussed. But other than those three speakers, everybody's going to be 15 minutes or less. But everybody in the room is going to get the opportunity to interact with and do business with 40 people minimum. 40 people as we go around the circle of interaction.
And you were telling me something about speed dating.
Yes.
Business speed dating. So
yeah,
it's not for the single people. You can of course do that as well.
Yes, that's a different night.
Yeah.
Right. So that function, I don't like the term business speed dating, which I used. So you use my term, but people would get that concept. I would call it more speed co-creation, right? Speed building of strategic partnerships. So we're gonna have a format of how people can do that. So you're spending 5 minutes in a timed, structured way, going from person to person, but not unguided. There's going to be a tremendous amount of framing this to give it the maximum value, because you know what? We're here at Whistler. There's snow. It's amazing. We've never gotten to meet. There's so many people before this trip, and you've been so gracious and wonderful. There's so many people I've never gotten to meet. I'm sure you haven't either, because we spend so much great time in the content, and then we socialize. We do beautiful things that Tony set up. We go bobsledding and skiing and jumping out of helicopters and crazy things, right? This is to do business together and to get to know each other in a business context. Like you said, safely, appropriately, we're going to create all of those structures. That's what I'm taking responsibility to make sure that's achieved. That structure of safety, of fun, of everybody feeling comfortable, and that's what we're going to create.
And of course, in his favor, I would just say this much, even though he's a lawyer, I don't believe you will take guarantee on the individual characters of people, but we go in good faith that if we get to know somebody is doing something wrong, we will report to each other. But if somebody is doing something wrong, right, we will also talk about it and let other people participate as well. So this whole idea goes more than just bungee jumping, but now bungee jumping in business together, or in a venture together, charity together, life together, or sometimes in relationships and partnerships, which we have often seen in Platinums and Lions happen between people. Because as you interact with those 5 people that you know, that's who you will become. Let's elevate the game. Let's play with each other, but also play business. And any other visions, any other thoughts?
Sure, absolutely. So I think you brought up a great point. We probably aggressively priced this because it was going to charity. And we're like, well, it's for charity. Let's raise a lot of money for the 3 different charities. The Siri Lindley's Horse Rescue and Rescue, and Horse Slaughter, Save a Girl, and the Tony Robbins Foundation. We had a great conversation and said, hey, what if it was, we dropped it from $1,500 to $995, and what if at $995 people could also bring a guest?
Oh, lovely.
So $995, people bring a guest, and I'm buying my own ticket. Right, so I'm getting nothing. Right, this is facilitating, creating. You're getting nothing. Like nobody's making money on this.
Right.
This is designed to launch this successfully and tied into charity. That's what we're trying to do. So we accelerate the business that we can do together, and not just direct. You know, hey, you can treat me. Right, that could happen. But in addition, hey, what can we do strategically? Like by the way, I get to meet Jay Abraham now. You guys get to meet Jay Abraham. That's because of Puneet. So right, that's the idea of this: is what can we co-create together?
Yeah, and if you have any other fun ideas, write to Sean. Sean, what's your email, or what link should they click on to participate?
2 things. You can hit me on my cell phone. My cell phone number is 201-957-5350. 201-957-5350. My email is scallaghy@callaghy.com. SCALLAGY @CALLAGYLAW.com. scallaghy@callaghy.com.
And don't shoot me emails because you won't get a response. It goes to cyberspace. But I will see you whenever you come to Spice Affair in Beverly Hills, Tuesday and Wednesday before UPW, March 12th and 13th. And on the 13th evening, reception. If you cannot make it for the 2 brilliant days, come at least for the reception. I'm trying to get somebody from Hollywood come and say hello to us. If not, you'll learn a lot about stem cells, about anti-aging, regenerative medicine. You'll get to meet all of your plat friends. You get to say hello to Sean and many other people. You get to have, I promise, you're the best Indian food you will have in Los Angeles, definitely, maybe in the Western United States, and perhaps in America. But we will promise fun, because friendship always allows a lot of room for fun.
Yeah. And I promise this, that there will be more value than in anything you would have called a networking event that you've ever been to. And that is my bold proclamation. In addition, we have phenomenal speakers, and I don't want to leave somebody out and not say it, but we have a bunch of phenomenal speakers in addition to the ones we've mentioned already.
And it won't stop over there, because after that you have the UPW,
Yeah.
and life continues to go on, and life will never be the same again.
That's it.
Right.
Puneet, I'm honored.
Yes,
Thank you, brother.
so am I.
All right.
Right, great,
All right.
excellent.
See you
Great
there.
initiative, support him. He has a lot of vision, and once you come talk to him, he won't be able to see you so well, he'll tell you all about his vision.
And I would say that the 10th best thing that I do in the world is humbly be America's best trial attorney. That's the 10th best thing I do. I'm all about integrity-based human influence, relationship creation, giving, and contribution. So thank you.
All right, we'll see you there.